What's going on, everybody? This your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, got a story I want to share with you that I had a couple of people that sent me. So let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the pictures that's sliding over to my left, we're going to be talking about this lady right here. The lady name is Kyla O'Neal. Let me make sure that I got that right. Yes, her name is Kyla O'Neal. The guy who you see in one of these pictures about to come up is by the name of Dante Raphael McCray. Dante Raphael McCray. Here's the story. Kyla was killed by Dante. And she was shot and killed. I want to say, they say, was she in the Amazon parking lot? Okay. Yes, I think I got that right. The mother was found suffering from a gunshot wound inside a vehicle in a parking lot of an Amazon. Okay, so it was in a parking lot of an Amazon center. Okay, y'all give me a minute to get this thing. I forgot this news thing over here to do this. All right, sorry guys, I had to pause it for a minute because this ad free to play with this news article. So yes, I was correct. He shot and killed in a parking lot of an Amazon facility, and now we also is hearing that her child is fighting for its life to survive. All right. This story I believe happened a couple of days ago, and we're gonna play the news clip for you right now.
Kyla O'Neal's family spoke to our Devon Rami about how they're remembering her and seeking justice as her newborn son fights for his life.
Girl, light my baby candles, light the rest of them. Make sure they lit up.
On the doorsteps of 31-year-old Kyla O'Neal's apartment,
She's been here a month, this month on the 5th. She just moved here.
balloons and candlelights drive out the darkness that lingers, keeping Kyla O'Neal up at night since her pregnant daughter was shot and killed.
I got to go the rest of my life without my baby.
Police say this man, her fiance, 32-year-old Dante McCray, shot O'Neal outside the Amazon warehouse in Lakeville Sunday night.
My sister didn't deserve that.
Katina says the problem started with infidelity, which she says McCray admitted to when they came to visit just hours before her daughter was killed.
So when he told me, it's like, oh, well, Ma, it's a baby. I looked, I said, so you didn't cheat, you got a child? He like, yeah.
Katina says after a physical altercation that afternoon, the couple went their separate ways. O'Neal went for a drive.
She said, I want to go alone. So I'm thinking she's going to vent.
Her mother says her caring heart led her back to McCray.
I should just told her, girl, I'm going anyway. You know,
He was on his way to work, and she took him to work. Even though all that they did there, she still went and picked him up and took him to work.
Where she and investigators say things took a turn.
And he went in the back of her car, in her back door, and grabbed her gun out of her purse and aimed it at her and shot her.
O'Neal was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Her baby Messiah now fighting for his life.
no brain activity. He's not breathing on his own.
As candles shine a light in hope of saving others from this family's darkness.
Domestic violence. If you involved in anyone like this, just get away and stay away.
Well, leave silently. Don't even say your plans. Just find an escape.
There you go. There you go.
Now, the family says doctors are running several tests on Messiah, and they will know on Friday whether or not they have to take him off of life support. A GoFundMe has also been set up to assist Katina as she takes care of O'Neal's other 3 remaining kids.
Oh, man, your heart just goes out to that family. Thank you, Devon.
Okay. You know, when I was doing the domestic violence thing back in, I want to say in October, when I was doing the support forward or whatnot, people coming to my chat room saying that or my comment section was saying that
A winter weather advisory is in
say that,
effect
trying to make it
until
sound like it's
9
so easy, but it's not that easy in this, that, and the third. Well, I never once said that it would be easy, I mean, because I can't speak about it because I never been in a domestic violence situation, maybe a verbal abuse, somebody verbally abusing me or whatnot, and it went back and forth between me and the two, but anything, physical, anything like that, I wouldn't know anything about that because I've never been in a situation like that, and I wouldn't never put nobody in no situation like that because, unless I'm defending myself, that's it. If I'm defending myself and I'm walking away and they still hitting on me and stuff, then, I would defend myself. And I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear that about men hitting back or whatnot, but I do believe men have the right to defend themselves if somebody keep on hitting them, But however, though, I got a small little flack about you in a domestic situation. Please get out of it. Well, you just heard two women say the same thing. The mom of the girl who just got shot right here. She said the same thing. If y'all in it, please get out of it. And she didn't say it was easy. They're not gonna say it's easy. And just like the other girl said, don't tell nobody. Don't let nobody know your move. I agree. I did a story about a woman by the name of McCully. I can't remember what her first name was. People get mad at me because I was saying that she was posting stuff on Facebook talking about this and talking about that, when she could have been just silent and just moved right along. But people were saying she was doing that because she had the courage to stand up and fight against him. That's not courage to stand up and fight against him. To me, what was courage to stand up to fight against him was move in silence and get far as way you could from that man. And then they said with the McCullough situation, the husband was in her comment section saying, hey, you think that's something, wait to this, to that. And she still was talking. Okay? So, I mean, yeah, you might not like to deliver the message, but, let's just be real for what it is, It is what it is, people. If you're in a situation like this, please, by all means necessary, get away. Get away. That's all it is to it. Just get away. All right? So y'all heard, it's supposed to be an altercation between them, and it's infidelity, they say. Let me see here. Okay, so apparently this must either happen yesterday or the day before, or 3 days ago before the reading on this one. A newborn baby is in critical condition after being delivered shortly before his due date after his mother was allegedly shot and killed by the Amazon worker in Minnesota. According to authorities and family member, the boy whose name, we just heard the name, was Josiah. The boy's name has not been released by police. He's fighting for his life. After the shooting on January 8th, they left his mom, 31-year-old Kyla O'Neal, dead. Loved ones wrote on a GoFundMe. According to the fundraiser, O'Neal was 9 months pregnant at the time of her killing. The mother was found suffering from a gunshot wound inside of a vehicle in the parking lot of an Amazon Fulfillment Center in Lakeville just before 7 p.m. local time, according to a press release from the Lakeville Police Department. She was rushed to a local hospital, but later died. Authorities said doctors were able to deliver her baby, whose condition was not disclosed by the police. The woman's mother, Kyla O'Neal, told CBS News that her grandson lost a lot of oxygen to the brain, so he has no brain functioning right now, adding how she needs him to pull through this. Kyla O'Neal also leaves behind 3 other children ages 10, 7, and 2. According to the GoFundMe, which was set up to help support her kids and funeral expenses. Authorities quickly identified the alleged gunman as 32-year-old Dante Raphael McCray, who is an employee at the Amazon facility. According to the fundraiser, the man accused of fatally shooting Kyla O'Neal is said to be the father of the newborn child. She also apparently ended her relationship with him shortly before her death, news outlet reports citing her mom. Her mom said she didn't deserve having a hug. Kyla O'Neal said, per CBS News, she had a promising future. McCray of Minneapolis is being held at Dakota County Jail on a charge of second-degree manslaughter, the department said. According to a criminal record obtained by KKTV, McCray was ordered by a judge last year not to possess any firearms due to a criminal conviction. It is not immediately clear if he had entered a plea or retained an attorney who could speak on his behalf. Okay? You know, it's always a sad situation when you hear stories like these and children get caught in the middle of it. Okay? And this is why I express a lot to you people about be careful what you say, what you're doing around your children, especially when it comes to arguments. Because children hear this stuff. Okay, and a lot of them think that it's cool when they hear this stuff because they see mom and dad do it. All right? Like I said in my live last night, you know, or was it the prior live before the one I did yesterday? How I say that people get here on YouTube and say some of the nastiest stuff, and a lot of these people got children. And when you have children that sit up here listening to the way you talk, and they repeat what you're saying, can you really get upset with them? Because they only doing what you have shown them to do. Or they only doing what your actions have shown. So since your actions is getting on here and talking the way that you're talking, not only about other people, but their children, it does something to them. And they mimic what they see. Okay? Example, I got to keep going back to the 10-year-old that killed his mom. Like they said, he played a lot of violent video games. GTA, one of the main violent games that a lot of us like to play. A lot of children see games like that, and they mimic what they see. What we all did when we were children, because hey, I used to watch Ghostbusters, and me and a couple of homies of mine used to go around and act like we Ghostbusters. I like we put on the little power thing and shoot the beam and all that stuff, because we mimicking what we're seeing. Ninja Turtles. Some of us were really curious about was it real Ninja Turtles in the sewers. You know why? Because that's what was shown to us, and that's what we thought, because what was shown and what was said. But of course, as you get older, you grow out of stuff like that because you realize it's just fantasy. But when you got children this young, 10 years old and younger, you know, to them, stuff like that is real. It is real to them. We just go back to what I said earlier. When we hear these parents do hitting on each other, cussing each other out, saying some of the nasty, disgusting stuff to each other, the children are picking up what they're hearing y'all do. And that's why they repeat it so freely. And then when you ask them, where have you heard this from, or why did you do that, who taught you to do that, what they usually say, mom, or a lot of time mom and dad, I heard them say it. Because to children, they don't understand what they're saying. They don't feel like that it's cuss words because they feel like it's okay to say it because mom and dad said it. Or mom and dad do it. And this is why I stress over here, guys. We have to be careful. Even me, I ain't got no children. But still, even from around somebody who have children, even I, as a grown-up, have to be careful with my actions and my choice of words, because it can easily be picked up. It can. But in this situation, it has went deeper. This man know this woman was pregnant, and whatever altercation they supposed to have, well, you heard what the mom said, if it did, I guess he had another baby outside of the relationship, which I believe they were breaking about a hard male or female. They would make him upset. So altercation is going to break out. But you heard what the mom said? Her heart led her back to that man. Now, I can't say that was a mistake or not. I don't know. But I'm pretty much sure that even the mom, well, you heard what she said. You know what I'm saying? She had known all of this or more than what she know. And when she stood up there and took that man to work after all this would have happened, she would have went with her. She would have went with her. Just to make sure she was safe. And I don't blame her, because if I was her dad and I heard about all this going on and she's telling me she's taking this food to work, I'd be like, hold on, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And 9 times 10, I would have mine ready when he ready to pull his up. right? Now we have a young child who is suffering now because of that hot head of this man, and for how the story's being told, something he did. This is something he did that got them in this situation. You had infidelity. How the story's being put out there now, I gotta keep saying that. He the one that did the infidelity. But you get mad at her and want to kill her for something that you have done. Now, I'm not saying that it couldn't be something she had said and done to make it snap like that. I don't know. I wasn't there. But the gist of the story that we're getting is he did the infidelity. That's how they got into it. So as right now, the story is being put on him. This is all he's doing, which if you really, I mean, technically it is because he the one shot her, you know, which he probably didn't have to shoot or whatnot. But again, I wasn't there, so I don't know what was said. I don't know what was said, what was done while they were driving or whatnot. But I do wish somebody was with them. Wish he took this man to work. And this is why I say, not only to ladies, but I'm speaking to the brothers too. Guys, we got to be careful who we fucking with. Okay? Because again, people with bad habits, they can't hide them. It's going to always show. It's going to always show. If this man had bad habits and doing stuff to this woman and she kept on taking it, then I guess that's something you got to say, hey, you know, why'd you stick with him? And vice versa. Which I know in the beginning, when you meet people, in the beginning, it's always fine and dandy. But after a little while, you get to know them, they true self start coming out. That's why the message is being pushed. If you're in a situation like this, please get out. Please get out. Y'all heard what the woman said, and I'm saying the same thing too. Nothing to get mad about, nothing to sit up here and say that it's not easy. But at the same time, though, I'm pretty much sure Miss Katina will agree when I say this. Only you know when you're tired. When you're tired, then you'll move on. When you're tired, you will move on. And sorry, guys, I sound like I'm all over the place with this story, but you know, it seems like this is an everyday thing now. And these children is the main one that's suffering. The children is the main one suffering. When you really look at the big picture, they the one that's suffering. But I hope this young child does pull through. I hope that he does. But other than that, guys, wow. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. And I don't know if it's in the updates not yet. If it is, I'll probably come back and do a video later. But right now, that's all I got for you. That's my time. And we on 11 days in the new year. And look at the chaos already. I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Catch y'all next time.